Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. Today we have Dave Young of Nexpart. And Ted, parts are a huge conversation in the industry right now.
And not only parts, Sarah, because parts doesn't get enough love, but e-commerce parts. So, Dave, welcome to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Great to see you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I really appreciate it.
So, tell us a little bit about what you're doing with Nexpart and how you're helping the industry and automotive dealers, if you could.
Yeah, Nexpart is a tool that makes it easy for buyers and sellers of auto parts to do business together. We've been doing it now for, almost 20 years. And Nexpart processes over 5 billion in part sales every year all over North America. It's incredible.
And overnight success in 20 years. I love it. That's how it works, right, Dave?
It takes time. And I think it took some time for people to understand e-commerce and how that works. We're used to repair shops picking up the phone and calling a dealer or some sort of supplier to find their parts. But we don't live in that day anymore. We use technology. We want computers to help us to make that easier. We want to find price and availability quickly. And that's exactly what Nexpart does.
And e-commerce parts really opens up a whole new world for dealers because now it's beyond their, let's say, their local geography. You're opening up a market that they don't necessarily have today, and a lot of great new opportunities for dealers as well.
It's true. It's true. I would say that Nexpart is focused in their local geography as a business-to-business tool.
Okay.
Even then, we still want to make it easy for our local customers to buy from us, and that's what Nexpart does. These repair shops out there, they're ordering from aftermarket retailers and other distributors all the time on their e-commerce tools. We want to make it easy for them to order for a dealer as well. The neat thing about Nexpart is it can communicate real-time pricing and real-time parts availability to customers right from the dealer's system. So we're integrated in the dealer management system. So if I'm Dave Young's repair shop and I'm looking for a widget, I can log into my dealer and I can see immediately, yes, they have the part I'm looking for, and here's my cost. When I place that order, Nexpart sends it right into the dealer management system. They don't have to rekey the order when it comes in.
Wow.
Saves the parts department a lot of time.
Dave, we are hearing and we're seeing that parts is a billion-dollar industry and only continuing to grow this year. What type of opportunities are on the horizon for dealerships that use Nexpart?
You know, Whenever you can make it easier for someone to buy from you, that's success in e-commerce. These repair shops, they're going to take the path of least resistance. They're going to go where it's easy to buy parts. If it's easy to buy from this dealer, then that's what they're going to do. I think the real exciting thing about Nexpart right now is the version of Nexpart we call multi-seller, that allows a repair shop to see multiple vendors on the same screen at the same time. So with one lookup, I might see, AutoZone, O'Reilly, Advance, and here's my local Ford dealer. Here's my local Chevy dealer on one lookup. Rather than having one tab for one vendor and another tab for another vendor, I can see everybody on the same screen. It's unprecedented, really. Not just aftermarket, but heavy duty, OE, and even salvage on the same screen at the same time.
Dave, this is a whole new world for parts. This is unprecedented technology that's now available on the parts side to the retailer as well.
It is, and I think the real opportunity for dealers is not just to sell parts, but it's also for a dealer to buy parts. We all know that
Yes.
these dealers have their own service bays. They're servicing customers all the time, and sometimes the customers want an aftermarket option or something that the dealer doesn't have. So the parts department, they've got the same thing a repair shop does. They've got one tab for AutoZone, one tab for O'Reilly, one tab for Napa, and the parts department is struggling to find parts near them. They could also use multi-seller as a parts buyer. So that parts department, they often spend, tens of thousands of dollars every month doing that same thing. AutoNation uses us. Lithia uses us. Ken Garf uses us. Like I say, we're all over North America. So a dealership could be both a buyer of auto parts on multi-seller and a seller of auto parts on multi-seller.
And Sarah, I would imagine you and I were talking about an incident that you had recently with the vehicle in for service where a part was not available and they were having you wait a whole long time. I imagine a source like this could maybe come to the rescue in a rather quick amount of time for dealers.
Dave, it sounds incredible. And also, the implications, Ted, that you're describing are pre-owned vehicles that are sitting on a lot of dealership lots. This is really the speed to recon, the speed to getting parts in a customer's vehicle. All of this hinges on CSI.
You know, I don't know if we can overstate the the convenience and the efficiency that comes from a dealer who's doing a recon, like you say, and they don't always stock parts for whatever this vehicle is, but they need those parts so they can get that car fixed and sold.
Yes, yes.
Nexpart Multi-Seller makes it easy for a dealer to find all the parts they need at the right price that are local to them and get those parts quickly. It's just a tool that hasn't been around like that before.
No, you've got a lot of elements. I'm learning now. Sarah and I are learning just talking to you here about the things you've got at Nexpart that have not been available in our industry. So, congratulations to you. What do you see coming ahead here in 2026 as you continue to advance with what you're doing at Nexpart?
Yeah, I think what's new for a dealership is dealerships have had lots of options to sell parts to commercial accounts near them.
Yes.
But when they do that, they're often representing one brand. I might be a Ford dealership. That's all I can offer. I might be a Subaru dealership, and that's my e-commerce tool. Those aftermarket repair shops or any commercial account they sell from, they usually service all makes, all models. They're not going to remember to log into that Subaru specific e-commerce tool. If those parts buyers are using Nexpart Multi-Seller, that dealership will come up every time. Their inventory will be showcased right in that tool alongside everybody else, and they won't miss the opportunity to present what they have in their inventory to those customers. That's new. Dealerships can now compete
Wow.
with other parts sellers near them in a way that they just couldn't compete before.
Ted, this is incredible, and I can't imagine also how much this helps obsolescence. So many applications for this in dealerships across the industry.
Dave, how does our audience find Nexpart? What's the next step if they want to reach out, maybe have some questions, how this would work for them? What does our audience need to do?
Well, sure, you can go to nexpart.com.
Okay.
That's www.nexpart.com.
Okay.
There you could sign up for a free multi-seller account as a parts buyer.
Oh.
And from that page, you can also learn about how to become a dealership who would sell parts on Nexpart as well.
And I would imagine, just as it is for the consumer, you're making it easy for the dealer to get into this whole new world.
That's what it's all about. It's about making it easy, making it convenient, making it more efficient for them to sell more parts and to sell them more efficiently. Yeah.
Sarah, I've learned a lot.
I have too, Ted, and congratulations, Dave, about everything that's going on with Nexpart, and we're excited to learn more this year.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Dave from Nexpart, everybody, here with Sarah, Vantine, and I. We're here today at the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Sarah and I will be right back.